Is it garbage to eat your takeout / dinner leftovers for breakfast the next morning, regardless of what they are? Steak, chicken Alfredo, Chinese food. Is there a limit to what you'll do for breakfast?
No, I've done it all.
Yeah.
I've hit the leftovers for breakfast.
Garbage for sure, but
And I've
let's
done
go.
it like before coffee. I've done it in my underwear, straight out of bed.
Some so dirty but good. You're like, I'm just doing it.
Leftovers. It's so that feeling when you wake up and you know that it's there, that you know that there's leftovers. I think there's few better feelings. I'm trying to think. It's one of the best feelings.
One night in the fridge, there's still that pulse in the center of it.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's not bad yet.
No.
It's still
so good. It's not rock through.
Just needs about 20, 25 seconds in the microwave.
A little love.
Just give it a little warmth in the microwave. Let it touch just a little.
Now I got
Just
a
a little
question for
spank
you.
from the microwave. Just a little spank of heat.
I've started doing this in my later years. My old roommate used to do this all the time. He would always say, don't put the leftovers in there. Like if we would get Chinese food and he'd be like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Don't put the leftovers in. Don't put my leftovers in the fridge. Put them in the microwave. Leave it in there. If you leave it in there one night, it's.
I get it. The second again, that's a little.
I wouldn't do it.
What?
I wouldn't do it.
I've done that with like McDonald's burgers over the summer.
Oh, God.
I just left
Wait,
it
for the whole summer?
No, dummy.
Oh.
I would in my little routine. It would always end with a McDonald's order, and then
Jesus.
I wouldn't get to it. The daily doubles at McDonald's.
But I get with McDonald's, you don't really want it to harden up in the fridge.
I do like a cold Wendy's burger in the fridge. I like a cold hamburger.
You're a bit of an interesting guy. You know
Yeah,
that?
you really are.
And I only poop in the master bedroom.
Yeah. There's nothing about a cold fast food burger that I like.
Really?
Yeah, because when it's cold, you could really. The heat
It
disguises.
loses all of
I like
it disguises that you're eating absolute poison.
I like to know what it is. I like to be in fucking. I take the red pill.
You want to feel
right?
hurt.
You want to?
No, I don't want to feel
You're
hurt.
chasing
You like
the
a little pain. You like a little pain.
Chasing,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
riding the lightning, as they say.
No,
Put the
I
gun
would,
to my head.
I would never keep it in the microwave. It's not a storage, but I'm familiar with the bit. I
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
you're talking about because it is cut off from the rest of the air.
Yeah.
It's sealed
Slice
in
a
there.
Or
pizza,
just the
I don't
point of
mind.
not refrigerating it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get that refrigeration.
So you
just for one night.
That's an early commitment. That means that's a premeditated crime. You know when you wake up in
mens
the
rea.
morning, yeah.
Oh.
You know you're going right at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going right at it. So when you put it in there at night, you're going, in the morning, I'm going right at this thing.
Sleep tight.
Yeah.
Another perfect food one.
Don't let the bug man bite.
This is from Lee Ride. $10 homie, never had one read. What's the classy way to eat a hoagie and chips? Do you, one, pour the whole bag of chips out on the let's say, all right, so you set the table. You got the hoagie, you
This is
unwrap it.
great.
You get your paper,
Great.
open it up, right? One, you pour the whole bag of chips on the paper. Two, you go chip for chip out of the bag. Three, you pour the chips as you go, a little bit there, eat them a little bit there.
The
Okay.
chips have to come out of the bag. You don't want to keep reaching in.
No.
I like going
That's a
in.
glutton
No.
for pain.
I like going in.
Well, because you're lying to
I
yourself.
did it yesterday.
That's for people who are lying to themselves, thinking that they're not going to eat the whole bag.
I know I'm doing the whole bag. I
Yeah,
like going in.
You like going in?
There's something when they're out, it's mentally not the same thing to me.
I would have said
a little bit of a conservative.
A
You
little
don't-
free range.
Yeah. That's
I like them in there.
That's
going,
crazy to me.
That's looking to get hurt.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yellow man.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy work to me.
Yeah, you're
That's
lying
actually
to yourself.
crazy.
You're
What am I-
lying.
You're lying to
No,
yourself.
Lying.
I know, dude. I literally bought the whole bag, and as I was picking, I went, "I'm going to eat this whole
So
bag."
why would you make a trip every time?
I'm not
Have a nice
sure.
Saturday, Kevin. Dump the fucking
Why would you
bag
make a
out.
trip for each chip? Don't you like to
I don't
double up
know.
once in a while?
Yeah, but I feel like I like eating the whole bag, and there's a mental thing to eating the whole bag, and once they come out of the bag, it's like they're in a bowl at a party. They're not. It's not the bag. To
But
me.
when they're out of the bag and they're sitting there, then it's a canvas.
I love
now
that.
you got a canvas. Now you can do things with
Yeah.
them. You can go 2 or 3 at a time if you,
you can
want.
do that in
Yeah.
the bag. You,
You
can
got
do
the
2 or 3 in
game
the-
on.
You could
I'm-
take a
chips.
few,
Hey,
sprinkle them.
Hey,
you could
I'm
do whatever
not-
you want with them.
I'm not judging you idiots on. That's just what I do. I'm not saying it's class.
I
just
think
what
it's an
do.
inferior move. Is what I'm
Fair
saying.
enough.
Yeah,
I would
Fair
have
think it's-
said. I'm sorry, Yanni. Go ahead.
I think it's an inferior, dare I say, garbage move.
Hey, Dan.
It's,
Oh, you think the
it's a little
bag's the most
classier
garbage?
to, what?
It's classier. You're not
First of
wrong.
all,
You're not wrong.
You still got wrapping on your plate.
Sure.
You still got like packaging on your plate.
Well, that's what I wanted to say.
You want to remove all that. You want
You put it on a plate?
or if you're on a plate or a napkin or whatever you do.
No, we're talking.
What, do you out of your hands?
Whoa,
This
whoa,
guy's
whoa,
nuts.
whoa, whoa.
This guy's bonkers.
Hold on. The situation was You open the hoagie.
You're eating out of the paper.
You're
Right
eating
out
out
of the paper. Yeah. So you don't want the bag in there. Looks like you went up to go to the bathroom. Somebody came and saw that plate. They'd be like, you're eating somebody else's thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know?
I would have said that the option A is the classiest, dumping the whole bag of chips. But this guy brought up a point.
The pour as you go.
The pour as you go, because I have been in the situation, large gentleman such as I am, where I couldn't finish said hoagie, and then I had to rewrap it up in that same paper with little Cheetos chips everywhere, crumbs.
That never happened. You guys are lying today.
You guys are lying today.
Stop it.
You've eaten only half the
If
hoagie.
I had something before, or one of those Chris, Sal, and Charlie's,
or you didn't finish the chips. Who hasn't finished the chips? What kind of psychopath?
I'm telling you.
I'm right there.
Have you
with
seen
you.
those
finish the
sandwiches
chips.
out there in the store? Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, but I mean the chips. You're saying there's chip residue in there. You didn't get down with the wet finger and
Not
pick it
if they're,
up?
if they're honey barbecue Fritos. There's going to be some shrapnel.
Flavor dust.
Yeah.
So that's going to throw you off, just a little flavor dust.
It doesn't throw me off, but that
Yeah.
if somebody opened the fridge,
I love
and
how it's like 2 minutes ago. You're like, yeah, I like leaving hamburgers out overnight. Now you're like,
Yeah, now
There's
you're
flavor crystals on my sandwich.
That is not going to throw me off from eating it.
this is the most divisive conversation we've ever had.
It's the appearance of that would be most garbage. Because if somebody went in and was like, oh, there's half a hoagie, and they open it up and there was like, fucking
It's a
stripper
decent
glitter
point.
all over it.
If you're going for aesthetics and looks, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a little bit of more of a dirtier paper.
Well, I feel like if you dump the whole bag of chips out, that's just like, that's
You're
a
gonna-
lot of chips, a lot of crumb. It just
Dust,
looks
yeah.
messy. The pour as you go. Pour a quarter, eat them.
Would be the classiest.
It would be the classiest move. I guess you're right.
But out of the bag,
But only by looks. Only by the
Only
way.
by looks.
Only by looks.
I also think a little bit of the
Only
governor,
by-
you're regulating it. That's classy. Dumping the whole thing is impulsive. Me digging out of the bag like a raccoon is trash. I think a little bit, you do a little bit.
Okay,
that's,
but whichever way you slice it, it's more honest.
And
because I'm eating all the chips, I'm also now I got a
100%.
canvas. I can do what I want with the chips.
You're not wrong.
So I take a little here, and I sprinkle some on whatever sandwich I'm having.
You're putting chips on a
getting-
sandwich.
It's getting crunch in there.
Yeah.
I'm adding the
getting
crunch.
crunch in
It's
there.
getting crunch.
100%. And the adding the chips as you go is only the post game appearance canvas. The actual canvas, the beauty of a sandwich on a Saturday, paper, a whole bag of chips there in front of you, soda, game on. That's nice.
That is nice.
oh, I got lost for a second.
yeah,
nice-
that is. It made me
I
want
thought
to.
there was going to be a bigger takeaway.
Yeah.
No, well,
No.
I'm saying
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
yeah,
reason,
yeah.
Yeah, no,
you do a little bit at a time is for when if you have to wrap it back up.
it is nice. The problem is when you get oil and vinegar in there on the paper, then you really got to finish the sandwich,
Jammed up.
or you gotta move the sandwich. You can't wrap it in the paper with the wet olive oil and the vinegar. That's the problem.
How do you feel about that if that does happen? Then maybe not wrapping in the same thing, but let's say there's a hoagie in the fridge that has olive oil and vinegar on it, and those little pieces on the bun
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
soaked.
that's tough. That's where it's tough. That's where it's tough.
You hit one of those, you're like, oh, it's like stepping in quicksand.
It's tough. But you're committed to the paper because what are you going to do? Unless you have sandwich paper in your house,
Which would be
if you're at
nice.
your house, that's actually a good reason why you should have extra sandwich paper in your house in case you got a little oil and vinegar. It's just a strong move, actually.
Very nice.
Because if you got oil and vinegar on the sandwich, you can move the sandwich and put it in fresh paper. So
If
you don't
I
have to
had-
deal with that. You can't put it in saran wrap. You ever taste the sandwich in saran wrap?
sucks.
You taste the
It's
plastic.
like eating glue.
Yeah, you
Man.
can taste it later.
I
Taste
wish-
plastic.
I wish I had fucking sandwich paper in there. I'd wrap everything. I'd wrap everything up in that.
See, this conversation, that's what happens. That's through debate. We come up with
We
truth.
got here.
Yeah, we got
And
to a
I like
place.
to see
a
the
good
truth.
recommendation for people is to have sandwich paper in their home.
Uh-huh.
And if
Man.
you're in Philly, in your home.
With a Diet
Right?
Coke.
Did you have sandwich paper in your house?
What?
I could see that, like in a nice roller on the thing. So I'm wrapping everything up in that.
I remember recently realizing how trashy my family was because we were sitting there and my wife didn't know about chips on a sandwich and I schooled her on chips on a sandwich and then it was me, my mom, and my wife down ashore, North Wildwood, and my mom put chips on a sandwich and she went, "Your mom's putting chips on a sandwich?" And I was like, that's generational trash. I don't think a grandmother should be putting chips on a sandwich. That's like a high 20-year-old
To look
thing.
over and just see your grandma squishing them.
Crushing Doritos on a tuna hoagie.
Got to break them up, otherwise they get caught in my fillings.
We gotta wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our absolute favorites,
Family, baby.
the best, Yannis Pappas, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for having.
And